If this is doing this way too much, and you're receiving so many of these that you need one of these, then you might be in the grip of technological addiction and on the verge of a burnout. So what does it feel like?
Your judgment is impaired. Equally, your decision-making processes are impaired.
As you can see, this deal really doesn't make sense due to some ongoing manufacturing issues. Kevin, what do you think?
I say we go with it.
It's when you lose your, for example, spatial judgment. So instead of walking beside the door, you walk into the door. You're more prone to have a car accident if you drive. It's an addiction to technology, and technology which is a portable technology, one which you take with you practically to bed, to cinema, to theatre, at the dinner party, so you can use your technology with you. The symptoms are, like with any other addiction, that people spend more time using their technology than spending it in socializing or in family time. So when it really impinges in your discretionary private time.
What are you doing?
Many of us will recognise the symptoms, but it's not something you wouldn't think that the rabid technophiles gathering in Geneva, Switzerland for the Lift 07 technology conference would have the urge to discuss. But chew it over they did, albeit between emails. And one of the conclusions was that tech overload is the price we have to pay for always-on communication, where the line between work and play has become blurred. In fact, there's even some evidence that when it comes to our brains, being bombarded with information from all directions is actually good for us.
I think we can be overloaded, depends on the situation, but I think we're underestimating the brain's capacity to adapt to new challenges. And studies have been done showing that people can actually enhance their cognitive abilities, which helps them to process more information at the same time. And this, their performance even transfers to other tasks.
Reassuring as that might sound, the sheer weight of communication can still be too much. And how people get in touch with you often determines how soon you respond. An email, 2 days max. An SMS demands an almost immediate reply. It's all down to the perceived intimacy of the technology you're using.
Email is considered the most formal. On the other end of the spectrum, SMS is the most personal of all. That's where we find all the little exchanges, little endearments, what we call grooming, which is sending, I think about you, how did it go, how did you sleep, etc. And that obviously, that is actually given by the number of characters. With such few characters, you have to have a lot of mutual understanding and mutual knowledge.
We seem to have a natural instinct of which channel will give us which response and how quickly to reply. If you really do feel overloaded, then perhaps you need to reassess whether the quickest response is necessarily the best. Do you really have to answer that last email immediately?
Well, I think it's really a responsibility of individual to prioritize and even to make the discretion, and even if an employer pushes the boundaries, actually to discuss with the employee in a constructive way, how can we do things better without being overloaded.
If that doesn't help, you could try, once in a while, going cold turkey and just turning the pesky thing off.